On today's Fixing Bugs and Stuff, we're going to tear down this seized motor, and the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take out the oil from underneath. This is pretty crusty, so I'm going to have to get this off. There's a small impact wrench here. Oh boy. Whoa. So nasty, no oil came out of here. I gotta put some gloves on because it's getting really ugly. So I gotta take the rest of these nuts out. They're 10mm socket. So that's what I gotta take out next. I think there's only 2 of them that I can find. Pry this off. Ugh. You guys can see that or not. Let me pull you out. Ooh. Let me show you guys this a little closer. All right, guys, can you see this? It's one big like cake, like a donut, like a cake. You can see it here. It's nasty. This thing has so much rust. Let's see if I can take off this nut here. I'm gonna spray it. Spray it with WD-40 first. Give me a fighting chance. This is a number 30 millimeter socket. Just put the nut back on. Stick this on. This is my puller for this. I don't have the Volkswagen stock one that they normally use. I had to make this on the fly a long time ago, and I never switched over to anything else. So it's been that way for years. I used this for years. Comes right out, no problems. Take this off. That's interesting. I'd like to see what kind of crank this thing has. Well, you guys know the drill. I gotta take all the accessories off. A bunch of accessories here that they left on here. Let's take a walk around. You can see these here. All right, well, the heads don't look too great. It's missing the valve train. Somebody decided to cut the exhaust off. They took off the pulley. Let's see what else. I'm sure that's the 009 distributor. No, I'm sorry. That's just a regular distributor. The left. These on too. Left the intake manifolds. You can see there that the whole heater channel just rust. The whole heater box just rusted away there. Nasty. And back here, no flywheel. Kind of a rusty crankshaft. So we'll get into it. We'll see. I am not gonna be pouring any oil into this trying to get it moving. I'm just gonna take it apart. It's just the best solution for me. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the ride, because I know sometimes these things can be monotonous, but oh well, just gonna take it apart, see what we find. least the nut came out in that one. And there's no nut on the other side, so we can pull this out. Oh, this stuff is so nasty. Distributor's coming out. It takes a 10 to loosen up that bracket. She pull it straight out. I wonder what's in here. In the bin. Ah, she made it pull out. There we go. This is going into the bin. Wobbly bits. Here we go. This brace off. Now, if there's an engine that you want to save or work on, not concerned, are concerned about parts falling into the engine, yeah, I would definitely take care and be careful with everything. But this, I have a feeling that it's really wrecked on the inside. I have a feeling that water got in here somehow, and it's no bueno. No bueno. Don't need this. I'm gonna take off some tin. Should be helpful. These flatheads here. Ugh. They're not my favorite. See if they come off. That's a no on that one. That's no on that one. It's a maybe on this one. Let's see. Nope, that's not good either. Okay. These guys are not coming off. Sometimes you can grind these down and then hope and pray that they come out. If you want to save the head, there's many different ways to get these out. Let's see. Well, I know things are getting boring for you, but I sprayed the other screws, sheet metal screws, and now I'm able to get these out. I did, since I sprayed with PV Blast, they're starting to come off. They're more rusted on there pretty good. But something was living in here. I don't know what exactly, but yeah, part of the pile. Now you guys can see overall what it looks like. It looks horrible, very bad. Stuff's starting to snap off. Like here, I tried to put a socket on there or a wrench, it's snapping off. I don't plan to save these heads. These heads look very bad. So I may have to cut this like somebody did earlier. So that'll be next. I don't want to bore you guys, but I think you guys want to see what the internals look like. That's the most important. I think you guys are mostly curious about. So that's where we're gonna head to. That's my goal. And see, maybe I can save this block. I don't know. We'll see. As you can see, I took the little bits off. I didn't want to bore you guys with me taking off the sheet metal and everything else. So what's next? I'm gonna take the heads off and look at this nasty stuff right here. Again, this motor is seized. I tried to move it again and it's not going anywhere. So my guess, it's probably the cylinders that are holding it in place. So that's next. We're gonna take off these nuts here and take a 15mm. Let's do it. All right, come with me to the other side. Woo. All right, that one's not moving. Let's get the bigger guy. Gotta step it up to a bigger one. Let's see. There we go. All right, let's hit the other side. bigger challenge is going to be getting this head off. So let's see. Gonna do a rubber mallet. Let's see. All right, she ain't coming off that way. The pry bar 1000. The pry down in here. Oh, you can't really. Kind of hard because you have that one piece, but I'm gonna try right here. Just hear stuff breaking. Now you would normally do this when you want to save a motor, because I'm breaking all the fins. I mean by a normal motor, notice that's not all screwed up and seized. You're not gonna have much. Let's tilt this way. Let me see if I can bang these out. But I'm gonna put you guys back and see if I can get really close and personal and see if I can get this off. Well, as you can see here, I got it off. I banged it up pretty good. I had to use Thor's hammer. I had to do that. You can see something was living in here before. Nasty. Ooh. Nasty. Oh boy. So I'm gonna have to clean that out on the inside. These piston lighters here, I like to take them off. That would be my most difficult, is getting these out. I don't want to damage this block here. I'm hoping that this block is still good. I know you guys are like, no way, it's supposed to be. I'll check everything just to make sure. But that is the end goal here. I want to try to save this block somehow. an AE block. So we'll see. To try to wiggle these back and forth. I don't like doing this. Sometimes it messes up the block here, but if I do it gentle enough. You have to cut this here. It's not budging at all. And you want to cut it here or here. That way you're less likely to cut into the piston. And also you don't want to cut into the block either if you're trying to save the block. So just be mindful when you're cutting this. It can be a little bit violent, but just do it carefully, slowly, and we'll get her done. All right, I'm gonna cut her off now. I'll do it from here. I have a little bit more control. All right, let's see what that gives us. Faster, I'm just trying to get the relief. You guys want to see? Took a chunk right out of there. All right, can you guys see? Cut this little piece here. I just want to relieve this cylinder. If you can see here, the cylinder stops about here. So I'm gonna have to do one cylinder at a time. So in this one, I'm gonna end up cutting over here. I want to take these pieces out as much as I can. And that way it clears the cylinder and I should be able to pull this sleeve right out. All right, guys, look at the floor. It's a mess. I started to clean up and I was like, oh, let me film this. It's a mess, tearing apart this block. I did take off one of the cylinders here. I was in the process of taking the other one, and then I saw this, which kind of stopped me. This bearing is shot on the crankshaft, so I don't know if you can see it or not, but if I pull up and down, that should not have that much play in it at all. Up and down. Of course, the bearing is shot. Looking inside of the case too, it's filled with junk. It's not worth that. I knew this case had water in it, but I didn't think it was that bad. So at this point, I'm going to stop. It's not, the juice is not worth the squeeze, as many people say. So it's not worth it. There's nothing to save on this guy. Everything I'm gonna find is gonna be rusted. I was hoping to get like the rods here, kind of refurbish the rods, but I have a feeling they're gonna be out of spec, especially that with that much play. And then maybe the crankshaft, timing gears. I would like to save that, the camshaft gear. I would like to save that. So, but looking at this, I'm sure they're all probably chewed up, messed up. So when you get this far, I say call it quits. It's not worth it. But anyway, thanks for hanging in there with me. I know this is going to be a short video. I'm trying to put out more videos as I go along here, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out, so we're going to move on to the next thing. All right, guys, have a good one.